Fine, we finally got it going.
Yes, perfect. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. Just let me do something real quick. Believe it or not, I need to change this. I've got it on my phone and I want to put it on my iPad
Oh,
because then I will be free to talk. I don't know why I didn't think of this in the beginning. So how have you been doing while I'm working this?
I've been doing very well. And welcome to What My Grandkids Call Me. We're a Facebook page. Are you on Facebook?
No, I'm in the Zoom app.
Well, we have a Facebook
Oh, you
page.
mean do I have Facebook? No, this is the Zoom.
No,
This
no,
is
I'm
the
saying to you,
meeting Zoom.
I'm welcoming you to What My Grandkids Call Me on Zoom, but
Oh,
my Facebook page is called What My Grandkids Call Me. So if you're on
so
Facebook,
good stuff.
you can go to my Facebook page and check it out and check out the group. And our group has 30,000 grandmas who post every day
Ooh,
their beautiful grandbabies and their beautiful sayings about how much they love their grandbabies and their grandma names. What do your
oh,
grandkids call you?
fantastic.
What do your grandkids call you?
Grandma.
Grandma. Okay. Well, I
They
have a
just
wall
call me
behind me.
Grandma.
I have a wall behind me, so I'm gonna write grandma while you're doing that. I'm gonna put another grandma up here. We had a couple of grandmas, but everyone that comes on gets their own name. So you are grandma
I'm
and that
just plain old. I guess if you want to make a distinction, you can make it Grandma Roz, but they don't even do that. It's just plain old Grandma.
plain old grandma. Well, that is not plain old. Believe me. Grandma is still the top name. Even though I found thousands of names other than grandma, grandma is
Mhm.
still the number one name.
Can you let me in again?
GRA. Yes, I can.
Then I can put the phone down.
Okie dokie. Well, I'll put grandma up while you get ready to come in again.
Oh, I see a lot of names. I see Nana, Grandma Gigi.
Yeah. I found over 3,000 names other than grandma.
Did you really?
I really did. So that's what made me start doing this because I thought that was the coolest thing to have so many different names
It
for the same
is.
person.
Yes.
So there's a grandma for you.
Yes, that's another grandma.
Yes, my
It's
dear, indeed.
interesting looking at the names behind you.
How many grandchildren do you have?
Now I'm one of the few ones here. I only have two.
Okay.
By one of my children, I have two children.
Uh-huh.
One is childless. One isn't even married. That's my son, and he has no children. But my
Okay.
daughter has two.
Precious. Boy and a girl?
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
that's wonderful.
Do you see a request for me to come in?
Um, yes, on your iPhone?
On my iPad.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm on my iPhone. Now, if I need to exit, leave, I will. My iPad is
Okay.
ready to come in.
Okay. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't see it yet. Wait a minute. There, I see it. Okay, here. Okay, so I'm admitting you on that, and you can close out the other one.
Okay, good. Now, are you?
Your iPhone's still on.
There we are.
Okay. So are we good now?
We're good now.
Okay. All right. I still see your picture, but I guess it'll go off eventually. I don't know much about this Zoom. I'm learning something every day.
Okay. Did it
There,
go
it's
on?
gone. Yeah, it's gone. So tell me, Miss Rosalyn, when you first found out that you were going to be a grandma, how did you feel?
I was elated. I was elated. I was 60 years old.
Oh,
I'm 30 years older than my daughter, and she's 30 years older than her daughter.
oh, isn't
So
that
we're
something?
30 in the 30 multiples here.
Yeah.
So I was 60 years old. I was about to say, and what's holding you up? Well,
that
she said, you've always said, get married first. I said, I'm about to change that.
I love it. I love it.
I'm about to change that, but no, it was still marriage before carriage.
That's good. So the first one was a girl?
First one was my granddaughter Taylor,
Okay.
and my grandson came along 4 years later, or 3 years later,
Yeah.
and he's
Amazing.
he's Thomas.
Oh, that's
Not
wonderful.
because of him. He was the baby that got me out of the workforce.
Okay. So how did
My
that happen?
my daughter said she needed help. I said,
Okay.
I have time. I was a government employee.
Uh-huh.
I was already meeting all the criteria for retirement. I just was still working.
Uh-huh.
And I said, no problem, I'll put in my retirement, which I
Wonderful.
did, which I did. So I took care of my grandson in the beginning until I said, okay, it's time for socialization on his part. So
Right.
now it's time for him to go to daycare.
Perfect. That's wonderful. That was a wonderful experience to be able to spend that time with them when they're young. I just love that time. I love them when they're big too, but I just love them, love them, love them when they're little.
Oh, it was such a joy, and it was a move I made that I've never regretted.
Absolutely.
Never
Absolutely.
regret it. And I'm getting to put time in with the kids that I wished I'd had with my own children.
Right.
And
It's such a difference.
it's such a difference. So, yes, and I'm always, well, I have been forever, um, the primary person to pick them up at school. While at school, something goes wrong, just call my grandma. She'll be here in 5, which is always true.
Oh,
And
I love it.
I was with my granddaughter just a minute ago. She's going total virtual this year.
Oh, okay. It's pretty much around the country. A lot of schools are doing that.
They're doing virtuals. My daughter changed her work hours. She's a nurse,
Uh-huh.
works in labor and delivery at the hospital.
Okay.
She had the opportunity to switch her hours from all day during the week to weekends only.
Oh,
So
that's great.
she took the weekends only, so she'd be home Monday through Thursday and could help the kids with homework and
Yeah, with that virtual schooling.
virtual schooling. So, and when she's not there, or even when she is, I'm the next one.
I love it.
It's gonna change because she's now going back for her master's and doctorate.
Oh, good for her.
I have been on her to get her master's for years, but Alabama had laws against midwives,
Okay.
and she wanted to go into midwifery.
Okay.
So now they changed the laws last year,
Mm-hmm.
and she says now I'll go back to school.
Okay. So she can go back in midwifery?
And
Midwifery.
yes, she can
Oh,
go
good for
get
her.
education in midwifery and get her master's and doctorate.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Bringing in those babies.
Bringing in those babies, and she'll probably have to go to Georgia for clinicals.
Uh-huh.
Fortunately, our family is there, so that'll work.
That works. That works. Yeah. Well, I am definitely glad to hear that. I just love your story about your grandkids. I mean, grandma gets to pick them up and grandma gets to keep us and grandma. Don't you just love to hear that when
Grandma
they
got
call you?
cheer rehearsal, gymnastics rehearsals, dance
I
recitals,
love it.
swimming lessons, all of that. That's grandma.
That's grandma.
That's grandma. That's grandma. So that's good.
That's good. Okay. Well, we're
Tell
we're
me about yourself.
I beg your pardon?
Tell me a little about yourself.
Oh, well, my name's Joy, and my grandma name is Granny. I have 7 grandchildren. I have the oldest is 18, 19, and the youngest is 4.
Ah,
So I still get to cuddle, but the oldest ones,
uh,
they don't want to cuddle as much, but I get a hug out of them. I just love having them. That feeling of being a grandma is a feeling that I never felt with my kids as much as I love them. It was a whole different kind of love.
exactly,
And
exactly.
I think, no matter what I say to anybody that's a grandma, if I say, what do your grandkids call you? Or do you have grandkids? Their face lights up. I don't care what
Oh,
mood
yeah,
they're in. The face lights up. You can't help but light up. It makes your heart pitter patter like a little kid.
yeah.
And I'm an old lady, but my pitter patter like a little kid. I love
Okay.
it. So I have a question to ask you. Um, if you had, if you were able to use, wait, let me ask it correctly. Okay. If you had to make one sentence describing how your grandkids make you feel, what would
Oh,
that one sentence be? One sentence. How your grandkids make you feel.
I'm glad you didn't say one word. Oh,
And it can be a long sentence.
they make me feel younger. They make me feel more energetic, enthusiastic about life, and
I love
all
it.
of the above is loved, wanted, you know, they're my heart. They are my heart.
I understand perfectly. I
I'm not
feel all the
my,
same way.
I'm not putting my kids down, but it's just such a
Not at
different
all.
love for them.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. That's the way grandparenting is. Thank you, Miss Rosalyn, for being with us. I will let you know we're going to be what my grandkids call me on a YouTube channel. So that's what all these Zooms are going to be about. I'm just getting grandmas from all over the country to Zoom with me so that we can start a grandma channel. So
Okay.
I will let
Okay.
you know when we're up and running.
And your grandma name again is
Granny.
Granny.
Yeah.
Oh, Granny. Did Arlene and them get my sister to you?
Um, Arlene's gonna do it one day next week. And what's your sister's name?
Lydia.
Lydia? Oh my gosh, I think I did Lydia earlier. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful. She was
That,
blessed with that first grandson when God told her she's grandmother. You know
yes,
what? This is her right here, grandmother.
yes,
I have to
yes,
bring it down so you can see it right here.
yes,
That's
yes.
Lydia.
And we got a new
She
one
was
coming,
wonderful, and one more coming, right?
one more either in the end of January or 1st of February.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'd love to hear about it. Yeah,
Yes,
she was wonderful. That's your sister?
that's my kid sister.
Oh, wow.
Only two of us, and I'm 6 years older than she is.
Okay, well, we'll remember that Miss Rosalyn, who is grandma, is the sister of grandmother.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for
yeah,
joining us.
no problem. No
Take,
problem.
we'll stay in touch, I promise.
Thank
And you
you.
know what? Go on Facebook and find my page, and you'll love some of the pictures in the group. The page is called What My Grandkids Call Me.
Okay.
The group is on the page. You just click on it, and it's called Grandma Loves Her Grandkids. And thousands of grandmas just post amazing pictures of their grandkids. So when you feel like it, you can post some too.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, bye now.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, you too. Oh my gosh, isn't that wonderful that grandma is grandmother's sister? How about that? Well, thanks for being with us. Remember, no matter what they call us, grandkids are undescribable. Loving grandkids is indescribable. It's not unquantitative. It's priceless. See you next time.